this is voice actor premier Vic Mignogna.
When we premiered, when we announced the cast of Ouran at Anime Expo, Funimation thought it would be really great to make suit jackets for all of the main hosts. And so they were real meticulous weeks in advance about getting our measurements. Get your measurements, send us your measurements. We're having these custom made. And like, so why did you send me Chris Farley's jacket? Tomaki's gonna have a double-breasted suit from now on. He's gonna be like Cosa Nostra. He's gonna be like Tamaki Suo Badaboomi, you know? Anyway, let me tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch a little show. Oh, I have a message for you from Caitlin Glass. Caitlin is not only the director of this series. Let me tell you a little something real quick. A lot of people ask me in panels, do you watch the shows before you record them? The answer is usually categorically no. Of the 100 series that I've done, I've seen 2 before. One was Full Metal Alchemist. And that was only because I heard that it was such a big show that if I screwed up Ed, I would be killed. I would be hunted down and destroyed. So I'm like, maybe I should watch this a little. The second one was a show that, it was about 2 years ago. And Caitlin Glass and I have been friends since Full Metal, and Caitlin said, Vic, somebody gave me this show. You have to watch some of it. It's the funniest, it's the neatest show, I'm in love with it. I was like, well, are we doing it? And she goes, oh no, it's not even been licensed. I just love it. Somebody slipped her a disc and she watched some of it, and, you know, sounded like chiropractor there, slipped a disc. Anyway, and so she gave me a disc with a couple of episodes, and I'll never forget it. I was in Dallas recording a video game, and I watched it in my hotel, and I sat there going, oh my God, this is the funniest show. This is the greatest show. And that's the kiss of death for an actor. Because you immediately want to play this role, or that role. And the show wasn't even licensed yet. I mean, it could have gone to anybody, you guys. It could have gone to anyone in Los Angeles. It could have gone to Vancouver, and there would not have been a prayer of a chance to be a part of it. And so here I'm watching this going, I like that guy. I want to play him. And so began almost 2 years of Caitlin and I going, how can we get this show? We must be part of it. And then, about, probably 7 or 8 months ago at least, Funimation announced that they had purchased the license for it. And Caitlin had just started directing. She directed a show called Suzuka, and then she's been directing One Piece, co-directing with several other people. Big show, as you know. And Caitlin started knocking on the door of the head of production. Can I direct? I love Ouran. Can I direct Ouran? I'm a big Ouran fan. I know about Ouran. You know, doing everything she could. And as God would have it, she was slated to be the director. Now, you would think, being a close friend of Caitlin's, I would think immediately, yes, I shall have him. Although some of you may think quite the reverse might be true. She would never want somebody to think that she just cast a buddy. Caitlin's way too professional for that. She loves this show way too much to cast somebody just because they want to be cast. You know, she was going to put the best people in the best roles. So I was like, so nervous. You know, I auditioned, and then my sweet girl and I were in Hawaii at KawaiiCon in April. And thank you, Jake. That's beautiful. I remember, like, I can see it. We had just come back from the pool or from the beach or something, and we were in the room, and the phone rang, and it was Caitlin. And she said, well, congratulations. It's like, what? Say it! And she said, you'll be playing Tamaki Suo. And I was so excited, you guys. And we were jumping up and down on the bed. We broke stuff. So, I tell you what, I could talk all day. Jake knows that. He's like, why did I give him the mic? Why didn't I just start the thing? Here's what we want to do. We have 3 episodes, and we have a certain amount of time. So what we'll do is we'll show the first one. I'll hop up and we'll talk for a minute or 2 while they get the second one ready, and we'll watch the second one. And I'll hop up for a minute or 2, and then we'll take a vote. And you guys can decide, do you want to watch the third one with what time is left, or do you want to chat a little bit about the first 2? Okay? Caitlin Glass wants me to tell you, they just showed a premiere on the west side of the country yesterday at Anime Vegas, and apparently everyone really loved it. Several of the cast are there. Todd Haberkorn, who plays one of the twins. Hikaru Akaru, I don't know, but then that's the whole point, right? You never know which one's which. And Travis is there, who plays Mori Senpai, and Caitlin plays Haruhi, and she is amazing, amazing. And if any of you are thinking, Winry? Oh, I don't hear it. She doesn't sound like Winry, guys. So get ready. Let's go for it. What do you say? Let's roll that baby and hit the lights, and pick up the sound, and off we'll go to Ouran High School. Get ready for the second one, and just take a minute. What'd you think? You know, that's the first time I've ever seen it together. I mean, we record one person at a time, and you jump along and do your own lines. So any scenes or interactions that are that you're not involved with, you don't see. And oh my gosh, Caitlin did, and I think Caitlin did an amazing job casting this show. The twins, I'm sure most of you recognize the voice of the amazingly talented Greg Ayers. And Todd Haberkorn is the other twin. You may or may not know Todd. He actually he was the lead well, before that, he was the lead in Caitlin's first show, Suzuka. And then he played, what's the guy's name in Holic? Watanuke. In Holic. Which is kind of funny, if I could tell this, is kind of a funny story. Colleen Klinkenbeard, who was directing Tsubasa and in charge of Holic was way down the road, and Colleen came to me and she said, I was going to have you play Watanuke, but I need a Phi. I'll let you choose. You could either wait and play Watanuke or Phi. And I said to her, what would help you the most? What do you need the most? And she said, I need a Phi. So, okay, so that's what I do. And she was looking around for someone to play Watanuke, and he had just started with Funimation, and he's awesome. If you're watching this, Todd, you are awesome, buddy. So he's great. Kyoya is played by Michael Tatum. Great voice. He's done an awesome job. He directed a show called Aquarion. You'll start seeing his name pop up a lot on a lot of Funimation titles. Great talented guy. Oh my gosh, Honey Senpai, Lucy Christian. Holy moly!
So cute.
Whenever I would hear one of her lines, I'd just start laughing, and we would just talk about it for days. And she's just awesome. Who else is there? Was Travis amazing as Maury? I mean, all of those lines.
Said so many lines. That is so mean.
Travis, I was teasing Travis because he lives in LA now. He used to live in Dallas, and then he moved to LA to pursue his acting career. But whenever he has some work in Dallas, he comes back and does it. And we were teasing that he had like an hour booked for like 6 episodes because all he does is like, or We'll be waiting for you. That was his big one at the end there. And that was with the group. But he's got some amazing stuff coming up. I've heard his stuff, and he's perfect. He's a perfect Mori senpai. I was really scared about Tamaki, and I'll tell you why. The Japanese guy is unbelievable. He is amazing. And every time I would hear his reads, I'd be like, crap. Man, he's good. And I would look at Caitlin through the glass, and I'd be like, dang. He's so good. I mean, and I was really kind of worried. You know, it's kind of like it was the Edward Elric syndrome. It was the Romy Park, who was amazing as Ed. And I was like, I can't sound like that because, quite honestly, the guy that played Tamaki, he's 20 years old. I mean, I'm not, and I can have a youthful voice, but the thing is.